Etra John Solid. I'm Karin, a housewife in my 30s. I live with my husband, our 2-year-old son, and my mother-in-law, a family of 4.
This actress is so beautiful. Don't you think so too, Karin?
Would you ask that to your wife? You really are a ladies' man.
Oh, are you jealous? Don't worry, I'm completely devoted to you.
Yes. Could you turn down the volume? I'm trying to do the household accounts right now.
Fine, you're no fun.
The budget is really tight. Even though I'll be starting part-time work next year, we still won't have much money to put into savings. We need to be even more careful with our spending from now on.
Oh, I have something I want to discuss with you.
Discuss?
Thinking about our future life, shouldn't we buy a car? With a car, it would be easier to go out on holidays. Kuroki will be starting kindergarten next year too. I want to take him to more places. We could all go on family drives, go camping. It would be so much fun.
A drive? That does sound nice, but we can't afford to buy a car right now. With Kuroki and your mother, we're going to have unexpected expenses coming up. Right now we need to focus on saving money.
But it's not like we're in the red every month, right? Having a car would make daily shopping easier, and it'd be much smoother taking Mom to her hospital appointments. Right now, we're managing with buses and trains, but when we add kindergarten drop-offs and pickups, it's gonna get really difficult.
That's true.
It's not just about wanting luxury or fun. I think we'll need a car for our future lifestyle.
You have a point, or rather, you're absolutely right. Saving for the future is important, but we can't neglect our current quality of life either. Let's look at what kind of car we could afford given our current financial situation.
Yay! You're with me on this!
A few minutes later. This is it! This is the only car for us right now!
Oh, which one? What? It's so shabby! What is this? Are you seriously thinking of buying something like this?
Look at the price! It's only 300,000 yen! It's the cheapest car on this site.
I disagree. Just because it's cheap doesn't mean it's good.
Well then, how about this one?
That's no different. It's shabby. I won't accept anything but a new car. If we can't pay in full, we can take out a loan.
What? Don't talk about loans so casually. With all the expenses coming up, we can only afford a used car in this price range. A car is impossible for us otherwise.
No, I want a new car. If we can't get a new one, I at least want a higher grade used car.
Stop being so stubborn! What do you mean, new car? I regret trying to have a serious discussion with you. You're really not seeing reality.
What? You only care about saving money. You don't understand what's important. Since Kuroki was born, you've been staying at home, not wearing makeup, only focusing on housework. Isn't it okay to spend money on those things?
That's not related!
Hey, you two, why are you shouting?
And so we got into a big fight. Thanks to mother-in-law and Kuroki, the situation calmed down, but we didn't speak to each other at all that day. He doesn't even keep a household account book. What's with that? Well, I would like a car too, and I'd like to drive a proper car. But it's true that I haven't been paying attention to my appearance lately because I've been busy with housework and childcare. Nakamatsu likes pretty women, so I need to be more careful. The next morning, Nakamatsu still seems to be in a bad mood. This atmosphere can't continue. Nakamatsu, about yesterday's discussion. How about we look for a slightly better used car? I was planning to work part-time 3 days a week, but I could increase that to raise our budget.
It's fine. It's already hard enough managing the house and working 3 days a week. Just forget about the car talk. I'm heading to work.
Wait, Nakamatsu.
This is unusual for Akamatsu to hold on to one fight for so long. That child has a personality where once something catches fire, he sees it through to the end. I hope it doesn't go in a bad direction.
From that day on, Akamatsu started coming home late more often.
Sorry. Go ahead and sleep. I don't need dinner.
On his days off, he would play with the children and help with housework as usual, but... Dad! Hey, Dad!
Sorry. I was spacing out.
Are you feeling ill? You've been like this for a while now, haven't you? You're coming home late almost every weekday. Is work that busy?
Well...
He doesn't seem particularly unhappy, but he's definitely a bit distant. Could he still be hung up on our fight from before? And then, a few days later, I heard shocking news from a mom friend in the neighborhood. Akamatsu's having an affair?
Be quiet! What are you gonna do if Kuroki hears?
I'm sorry. Can you tell me in more detail?
It was about 3 days ago. I I was attending a class reunion, and on my way back, I was walking in front of Etra Station. I saw your husband talking with a beautiful woman with blue hair. I couldn't hear their conversation, but they seemed very intimate. I'm certain it's an affair.
No!
I'm sorry. I was hesitant to tell you, but as a friend, I couldn't just pretend I hadn't seen anything.
I want to believe in Akamatsu, but looking at his recent behavior, I can't say with absolute certainty that he's not having an affair. He's been acting strange ever since our fight. And he even said things suggesting he doesn't find me attractive as a woman anymore. And
once something catches fire with that child, he sees it through to the end. I hope it doesn't go into a bad direction.
has he grown tired of me and doesn't want to continue our life together? What should I do if we get divorced? Could I support Kuroki alone? More importantly, what would I tell Kuroki?
I'll be late again today.
I have to confirm it for myself. Azumi, do you remember exactly where you saw Akamatsu and that woman?
What? Yes, I remember.
That night, I asked mother-in-law to watch Kuroki and went to the area in front of Etra Station. Azumi said it was around here. There were just a few restaurants, no suspicious hotels nearby. Did Akamatsu really meet with a woman here? Akamatsu! Hey, you got the order wrong again! What? Akamatsu? Akamatsu, table 2 ordered salt ramen. Every time you make a mistake, the noodles get soggy. Get it together!
I'm sorry! Yuzuriha, you're so strict. You should be more gentle next time. Hey, are you okay?
Don't coddle him. If he's going to work here, he needs to put his heart into it. Here, Akamatsu, the gyoza's almost ready too. Go serve them.
Yeah, gladly.
What is he doing? I was completely confused, but it seemed Akamatsu was working part-time at this ramen shop. Why? What about work? Could that stern woman with blue hair be the beautiful woman Azumi mentioned? I didn't feel right barging in during business hours, so I hid and waited in front of the store for about an hour.
Thank you.
That's it for today. Let's get started on closing up.
Yes, ma'am.
Akamatsu.
What? Karin, why are you here?
That's my line! Why are you working part-time? Did you get fired?
No, I still go to the office. I just work here afterwards.
What? Why do you have to do this? Don't tell me you have some hidden debt. Hey. What's all this commotion? If you want to talk, do it inside. And so we ended up having a discussion with the three of us, including the owner, Yuzuriha. I see. So you thought Akamatsu and I were having an affair and came to investigate? Yes. 3 days ago, an acquaintance told me they saw you two looking intimate in this area.
Ah? What is that?
3 days ago? Could it be that time? Your husband kept making order mistakes, so I was furious and tried to kick him out after closing. But he begged me not to fire him, even getting down on his knees.
Hey, Yuzuriha, don't mention me getting on my knees!
From a distance, I suppose it might have looked like a man and woman having a lover's quarrel. So that's what it was. But why are you working part-time after your regular job in the first place?
Well...
When he came for the interview, he said he desperately needed money for his family. I thought there might be some dangerous circumstances, so I didn't ask for details.
I wanted to save money to buy a car.
What?
Remember when we talked about it? Our finances are tight, but we need a car. I thought if I could earn more money, we could afford a proper car. When I saw the help wanted sign at Yuzuriha's shop, I kept quiet because I knew if I told you, you'd insist we make do with a cheap car.
Of course! If you keep living like this, you'll eventually break down! Besides, why can't you accept a cheap used car? As long as it moves and can carry the family, isn't that enough?
Because we're carrying family. I thought we needed a car with proper equipment. The car you were trying to buy was too small for 4 people. And it hardly had any safety features.
That's...
I'm sorry I kept it secret, but I really wanted a car we could ride in safely. It's gonna carry our precious family.
Akamatsu. So that's why you're so against such a cheap car. Akamatsu, you were really thinking about the family. Sorry, when I found out, I jumped to conclusions about an affair without considering your feelings.
Didn't I tell you I'm devoted only to you?
But you like pretty women, and you told me you haven't been able to dress up lately.
Oh, that's true. I know I should have phrased it better. I said that because I wanted you to enjoy dressing up more. You're naturally beautiful, so I thought it was a waste.
Akamatsu. Are you going to continue with this love talk? Oh, I'm sorry. You're right, Akamatsu. It was unrealistic to keep driving a beat-up car as a family. Let's think about the car together properly. There must be a way to make it work without putting all the burden on you alone.
Karin.
So you were working part-time in secret to buy a car?
Yes. I'm sorry it wasn't for a more serious reason.
Good grief. You didn't need to do all that. You could have used auto leasing for an easier way to get a new car.
Auto leasing?
Oh, haven't you heard of it? Auto leasing is a service where you can drive the car you want for a fixed monthly payment. What's more, the fixed monthly fee includes vehicle inspection, maintenance costs, taxes, and insurance premiums. You can have a car without needing a large sum of money up front.
So the maintenance costs are all included?
Taxes and insurance are included in the monthly fee, which means we don't have to pay separately for vehicle inspections. You won't have to worry about a regular maintenance cost anymore. But with this kind of service, aren't there limitations on which cars you can choose? Like only old cars or not being able to choose the car you want? At Koala Club, where I use the service, you can freely choose from new cars, used cars, domestic makers, and foreign makers. Though Koala Club's auto leasing, you can easily use even new cars that would be difficult to purchase as your own vehicle. You can use new cars for a fixed fee?
Yes, and that's not all. When the contract period ends, you can return the car and lease another new one. In other words, you can keep using new cars.
So if we use auto leasing well, we can keep driving new cars?
That's right. You won't need to prepare a large sum of money, and you won't have trouble changing cars. Being able to choose cars that fit our life cycle is also a benefit.
Like a bigger car when the family grows, and changing again when it's just the two of us.
Some people even lease a separate car for personal use alongside their family car. It's a service that can meet various needs, which is why more and more people are using auto leasing every year.
Wow, I had the impression that owning and maintaining a car was a high hurdle, but this makes it seem not so difficult. We could seriously consider this.
Yeah!
And so, after careful consideration with advice from Yazuria...
Yes! We finally got a car! It's spacious and has great safety features. Since Kuroki will keep growing, this is the perfect car for us now. Kuroki, I'll take you to lots of places with this car.
Yay! I'll drive mother-in-law to the hospital from now on too.
Wow, thank you.
The arrival of the car greatly changed our lives. With car expenses being fixed, household budget management becomes easier too. Auto leasing seems like it will remain an essential part of our family's life. So, this episode was brought to you by Koala Club, an auto leasing specialist.
Koala Club services are perfect for people who want to use a new car but are concerned about initial cost, people who want to own a car without worrying about sudden expenses like vehicle inspections and taxes or maintenance, and people who want to change cars according to their hobbies and lifestyle.
If you're interested in using auto leasing for your car, first check out Koala Club's homepage.
ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。そうですよね。確かに安く手に入る方が家計のことを考えればいいことかもしれません。とはいえ、そもそも今回のように車だとか危険が及ぶ可能性のあるものこそ値段重視ではなく安全に重きを置く。家族のためを思っているのであればなおさらこだわるべきポイントは変わるわけですよね。何にせよ変な誤解をしたまま離婚なんてことにならなくてよかったです。皆さんはどう感じましたか？コメント欄に書いていただけると嬉しいです。また少しでもいい方向に向かってよかったと思った方、チャンネル登録と高評価をお願いいたします。